welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've actually got quite a busy evening this evening. I make a habit of never having to do anything in the evening because it stresses me out. I've been invited to a PR event at Frameless, which is, I think it's like an art museum, kind of like an interactive art museum, I think. Been trying to explain to some of my friends where I've been invited to go, but I'm not very good at explaining it. I think it's like a virtual art gallery. You guys will see later in the video, but we're also going to head over to Boots where the R.E.M X Wicked for Good has just been released, so I'm really excited for that. And we're going to go into Harrods if we've got enough time because there's a new Jetty Cat airport. In Boots, I'm hoping to pick up R.E.M's new eye patches. I think this was originally released in the original Wicked collection and now there's the Wicked for Good version, so I'm excited to try those. And I also wanted to try the little blush palette. In Harrods, I might not necessarily buy anything. I mean, that's probably a lie. I probably will come out with a new Jelly Cat, but I just thought we're in Central, we haven't got the dog, so we can go and check it out. As you guys can imagine, I am feeling very anxious about this trip. I think I know where Frameless is. I think it's really close to the Marble Arch and Hyde Park, but I don't know, I've been feeling really sick all day and my stomach's been not very good, but I'm hoping that we're going to have a really lovely time. So I'm going to go and do my makeup and get ready, and then I will see you guys in a second. Oh, everything just makes me overwhelmed. We've got about 5 minutes before we need to leave, but I have this new hair perfume from Amika, so I thought we'll try this out quickly and then I'm going to go get my train. Oh, that smells nice. This has soft florals, grapefruit and vanilla in, so I am going to pair it with my pink Kayali Yum, which is one of my favourite perfumes. And just to finish off, I'm going to apply my R.E.M Beauty lip gloss, and this is in the shade Glimmer. And I should probably go now and get my train because I'll make myself late. 2 days later and I have the most horrendous story to tell you guys. I had the most horrendous day. Like the gallery was really lovely. We went to Frameless, which is like an art exhibition, but it's kind of like an immersive art exhibition. In the exhibition there's 4 different galleries and me and Josh really enjoyed, I think it was the 2nd and the 4th, or at least I'll edit it so it is the 2nd and 4th clip that you guys would have just seen. My favourite gallery was the 2nd one, which is the one with all the leaves, so when you walk around they kind of like disperse, and I thought that was really cool. Before I tell you about my horrific experience, I'm gonna apply the R.E.M Beauty under eye patches. This is supposed to be available in stores. I went into Oxford Street. Apparently they don't carry R.E.M in store. The only place I know near me is Bromley that definitely have an R.E.M counter, but I can't believe like on Oxford Street they don't have that. I was going to go over to Covent Garden, but I'll tell you why I didn't go. There are 6 different under eye patches. There are 2 silver, 2 purple and 2 green. I'm going to try the opalescent ones first, which are the purple ones. I'm assuming these all have the same formula, but they're just different colours. This is what they look like. I'm still not 100% sure which way you're supposed to apply under eye patches. I normally apply under eye patches with the smaller bit going underneath my eye and then the thicker bit going towards the outside of my face. These look really cute though. I don't really have high hopes, and that's just because I'm a little bit biased against under eye patches. I quite like the Pixie ones because I think you get maybe 30 for like 20 quid or something like that, so I do quite like those. But I think with under eye patches it is just a temporary fix to whatever you're trying to fix. Let me tell you guys about this horrendous experience. So I need to preface this by saying I have horrendous gut health. I am intolerant to gluten, dairy, black pepper, which is very specific. I don't know why, but I get really ill from it, and this is gonna lead on to the next bit of the story. And I'm also really intolerant to kiwi, which is a really, again, random thing. I think we stayed at Frameless for about 45 minutes because at that point I realised there were quite a few people gathering and like mixing, and I just got frightened, so we went. We stayed at Frameless for about 45 minutes. We did all the art exhibitions and then we came back out to the bar, and I noticed there were quite a few people, and I'm not very good with crowded spaces or places with lots of people, so we did end up going quite early. Next door to Frameless was a Wagamama's, and I eat at Wagamama's quite a lot. There is a little bit of gluten in it, but it's not enough that it would make me really ill. I think what people don't understand with gluten intolerances is that I can have a little bit, like a certain amount, and then it pushes me over my tolerance level and then I get really sick. I generally avoid gluten, but I know that I can do the ramen at Wagamama's because it's not that heavy in gluten. I normally get my Wagamama's from Deliveroo, and where I made a mistake is there was an option to add like extra pork with it, and so I did that and it was covered in black pepper, which I didn't realise. I ended up walking to Harrods because I just wanted to go and see the little Jetty Cat airport. I didn't actually buy anything because the queue was looking to be about 30 to 45 minutes, but it was cute to just have like a little look round. Long story short is I became violently ill. Fortunately, they have a lot of bathrooms at Harrods, and I was slightly embarrassed because Harrods is just a really nice place. Like, I feel like it's the bougier version of Selfridges, and I always thought that Selfridges was very bougie. I have not been ill like that in a really long time, and normally what happens is if I've eaten something I'm intolerant to, again, I can do a little bit of gluten, and I can't really do much dairy, but I can do a little bit of gluten, so I thought, maybe it's that. And then I realised after talking to Josh that my dinner was actually covered in black pepper, and yeah, I was really unwell. And a lot of the time what happens is if I've eaten something I'm intolerant to, I get a lot of breakouts. So I've got a couple of cystic spots around here and a couple of cystic spots on the top of my forehead. I think what I probably need to do is start telling restaurant workers that I'm really intolerant to black pepper. It's just not something that is normally on your food. I feel like it's down to the eater's discretion whether to put pepper on or not. But yeah, I was violently unwell in the middle of Harrods, but we move. I do have a couple of new Jelly Cats to show you guys because it was mine and Josh's first anniversary. Well, it was our 11-year together anniversary, and then it was our first year being married anniversary. And then Josh does me a boo basket on my request. He didn't come up with this on his own. I think boo baskets and bar baskets are so cute. He's going to be really cross when I bring up a bar basket. But I had one present for my ADHD diagnosis, which is this little ginger, which I thought was very cute. And then we have this little mitten. Look, and my hand can go in it. Like, this is so cute. I love this. And there's a little matching snow globe as well, and that's what I wanted to pick up when we went into Harrods, but I thought I'm just not gonna sit in the 45-minute queue because that is just just not worth it. And then it was a good job that we didn't, because I think it was probably like 10 or 20 minutes after we left the Jetty Cat bit that I was like, I think I'm gonna die. I truly thought I'd got food poisoning or something. And then when me and Josh were talking about like my dinner, he was like, yeah, that was covered in black pepper, by the way, and I just didn't seem to taste it. The two other things I picked up from R.E.M Beauty is the Wicked for Good Cherry Blossom Blush Palette. I seem to not be able to say that without having a lisp, and I think we could do a couple of swatches once these have finished doing what they're doing. The other thing I got was the Fembot Gloss Balm. Now I thought this was like just a normal lip gloss, but it's actually a lip balm as well. So I now want it in every single colour because I love a lip balm. I hate it when my lips feel dry. I think this is probably going to be one of my new favourite products because it looks like a gloss, but it's actually a lip balm. I'm going to apply a couple of pimple patches as well. My skin is just really bad. I think because I had that incident with the pepper that it's just really broken out my skin. And what I'm going to start doing is maybe like a 75 days of just not having anything I'm intolerant to, because when I tell people that I still like eat gluten, they think I'm really stupid, but it's so hard to find nice food that doesn't have gluten in, and I'm not as sensitive to gluten as I am with dairy and with pepper. My biggest concern is that I'm not going to be able to eat Chinese, and I love to have Chinese on a Friday. It's like a little ritual that me and my mum started. So there is something I can eat from the Chinese that doesn't have gluten in. I'm thinking maybe I could have like ribs and rice instead of having the chow mein that I normally have. I love a chow mein. I love noodles. I was not born to be gluten intolerant. The instructions, it just says to pat the excess serum into your under eyes. This does feel very hydrating. I think I'm just a little bit biased with under eye patches. Do you know what? To be fair, my eyes look a lot less puffy. I think because I've been so unwell that I had like a lot of build up under here, and definitely look a lot less tired. So do you know what? These are actually quite good. I was really hesitant, to be honest. I mean, I love Ariana Grande. These are the 3 different blush shades in the palette. So you have Perfectly Pink, Glimmer in the Sky, and Lovelier. I'm gonna go in with Lovelier because it's quite a shimmery pink. I don't like to do a lot of makeup. I've told you guys this before. I like to just put a little bit of blush on because I'm not going out anywhere. It's just nice to have a little bit of pinkness. Straight away you can see that's very pigmented and very pretty. It's a very nice peachy pink. It's a really pretty peachy pink, and I think there's some like pinky reflectives in here because I've noticed on the light it kind of shines more pink. This is a swatch of Perfectly Pink. But this is what Glimmer in the Sky looks like. Then this is Lovelier, which is what I've got on my cheeks. Here is the most sparkly. This has a lot of pink iridescent in it. And then next to it we have Glimmer in the Sky, and this is kind of a matte looking blush with bits of sparkle on. And then you have Perfectly Pink, which is completely matte. I definitely don't have any further plans for the rest of the weekend. My skin just looks and feels so horrible, so I'm definitely going to be inside for the next 2 days. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video.